Hello friends, welcome to a vlog. I may or may not post this, so if you are seeing this, you are lucky. This may surprise you, but I do not let my cats on the counter. I'll let them on the kitchen table, but the counter is where I draw the line. Because I'm about to be baking and cooking on this counter. And now I'm gonna have to clean it again because she put her gross little paws on it. I'm about to make a homemade pizza. It is already 5:30. I am starving. And it has to rise, I believe, for an hour. And then I'm going to make some peanut butter cookies. Weenie Fred. I think that's it for today. I am going to be doing some more Christmassy crafts and baking in the next 2 days because today's the 21st. It's almost Christmas and I am having family over for Christmas Eve. So there's a lot to be done. I just got back from the store, so let me show you what I got. Interesting stuff. I got some butter for the cookies. I got some oranges. They smell good because I'm going to be doing some sort of craft with them. Sugar, more sugar. Oh my gosh, Target is starting to put out their Valentine's Day stuff in the dollar section. Oh, this one has a little chip. It's fine. Little dishes, probably $5, right? $5 for 3 of these little dishes. Very cute. Still looking like she wants to jump on the counter after I just took her off the counter like 3 times. She doesn't listen. Cranberry juice for some Christmas beverages I will be making. Okay, I'm kind of disappointed because a lot of the Christmas stuff at Target was 50% off. But these weren't. But they were like in the same area, so I thought they were 50% off and they aren't. But this was only $5 and this one was $3, so it's like not the end of the world. I have some peanut butter for the peanut butter cookies. It's so hard to find peanut butter that doesn't have like extra ingredients. So I don't like palm oil or whatever in my peanut butter. I just want it to be peanut butter, which kind of sucks because the natural peanut butter is always just like gross texture, but oh well, it is what it is. I got myself a little stocking because these were 50% off and it matches the kitties stockings that I got for them last year. And I got another one. This one has a P on it for Pumpernickel because he will be hopefully coming home with me in a few days from outside. If we can get him into the vet successfully and get him all checked out, he will be living with me finally. So fingers crossed for that. Got this foundation. It was quite expensive for this tiny little bottle. I've never tried it. And some tomatoes for the pizza today. I got this also from the Target dollar section. It's kind of suck. I'm gonna be honest, I already am not thrilled with it. It was $5. And they had pink ones too, but the pink was, there was only one left and it was really lumpy. And this one's also pretty lumpy and it has some dirt on it. So I don't know if that was me or if I bought it like that, but it's cute. It's fine. It's fine. A nice sody water. I always get one of these when I am in checkout at Target. Oh my god, it just exploded. I feel like it's so expensive to buy drinks individually like this. It was like $2.20 for one of these. That's outrageous for flavored water. But it's my little tasty treat. These for the peanut butter cookies. These, oh my god, Wien. No counter. Jumped right onto my computer. I got some limes for the drinks I'm making. I am like, buying limes is so hard. Have you ever bought a lime and no juice comes out? Like literally not a singular droplet of juice comes out of the lime. Cheese for my pizza. A big thing of mozzarella because I'm making the cutest thing for the Christmas party where it's like mozzarella and tomato slices in a candy cane and then it has like little breads to put them on. Very exciting. I recently tried Rao's pasta sauce for the first time because I've heard nothing but raving reviews. It is quite expensive though, but I had to try it because I had people over the other day, so I was making pasta and like nothing but the best for my guests. And I tried it. It was really good. I hate to admit it to you. I'm very fussy about my red sauce because I like the simplest sauce. Like I usually use pizza sauce for my pasta because it's much simpler. It smelled bad. It's like very oily and orangey and I was like, ew, I don't like that kind of thing, but It was good. It was really good. It was worth the money. So this is the pizza version for my pizza today. We'll see if it's just as good in pizza form. I got pomegranate. I don't think any of the drinks that I'm making require a pomegranate, but it felt festive and I will put it to you somehow. These are amazing. Some fancy crackers, balsamic vinegar, which I do not like at all, but it will go with my candy cane delight. And some whole cloves, $9 for some cloves, but we'll put those to use tomorrow. Let's see. I feel like that can't possibly be everything I bought because I went out today and spent like $150 and I'm looking at it and it's just not $150 worth of groceries. Oh, I got this just bundle of fir trimmings. I love the smell of a fresh Christmas tree so much, but I can't have one in this apartment, so I have a fake tree and it's quite depressing. And I have those little sticks that make it scented like a Christmas tree, but it's not the same. I love this. Keep it away from the cats. They're not usually interested in things like this, but I know pine is one of those things that is not for them. Okay, the dough is doughing. The yeast is yeasting. I'm trying a new recipe for pizza dough. I don't have like a specific one that I use all the time, but I've used the same one twice and I can't seem to find it because I never remember to bookmark the things that I actually like. But in the little description, well, it's not a little description, you know how recipes are. In the 10-page long description, they said they were from Chicago so that they have high pizza standards. And we all know that Chicago has the best pizza, so I trust them. And I picked this because it said it only took 30 minutes and it didn't need to rise. And the one that I usually use rises for like at least an hour, and I am getting really hungry. I don't want to wait anymore. But it seems like they are doing it like pizza oven style, where they like just bake it really high heat.
Shake it, shake it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh my gosh! It's a war machine.
Oh my god, they got like 1 billion ads on this page. So they told me to turn the oven up to 500 degrees and put it on a pizza stone. And I'm not gonna do that. I know it's probably fine, but I'm not gonna put my oven to 500 degrees. I feel like it's gonna explode. So I put it to 400 and I'm just gonna cook it as normal. I don't really like a very crispy, burnt kind of crust. I love the smell of like yeast and fresh bread. You wanna smell it? The dough is done. I did let it rise for like 20 minutes because it was kind of really firm. I didn't even use all the flour required and it just felt very firm. Pretty good stuff. Definitely feels a lot better now. Not bad, not bad. So the pizza was fantastic. The dough was pretty good. I did inhale it in like 5 seconds, so now my tummy hurts. It's only 7, so I have no excuse not to make cookies. Like, yeah, I'm tired, but it's 7 o'clock. What am I gonna do? Go to sleep? I do have some critiques though on the pizza. Don't look at my tree too much. It's like, it's okay, but whatever. I definitely would have turned the temperature on the oven down to like 350 and cooked it for longer because the outside was definitely done, but the inside was kind of, the cheese wasn't fully melted, but the dough was cooked, so it was fine. And I will say, the Rouse sauce on the pizza was not fantastic. I would say it just definitely tastes more of like a pasta-y sauce, and I just didn't love it on the pizza, but I only put a little bit on, so no problem. Very, very exciting news. While I was eating my pizza, I got an Etsy order, which is exciting because, oh my God, my computer is like frozen, dead, deceased. So I recently started selling on Etsy. I actually started my business on Etsy a long time ago in like 2018. And I have beef with Etsy. We all know. I wanted to try it again because I have some new products coming out and products that have come out already, like my affirmation notebooks and my chakra notebooks. And I feel like Etsy is a good place to get some new eyes on my stuff. I don't sell crystals or anything on Etsy. I just don't need my inventory in two places. But for things like notebooks that I have tons and tons of, I finally got my first Etsy order from a real human being, and I'm very excited. So I'm going to pack that up now if my Google Chrome will allow me to. I hope this person loves their order. You know it was packaged with love and excitement. With my luck. They'll hate it and leave a bad review. It's funny because sometimes I just get really excited about something I'm working on and then people just don't like it at all. Things will be better this time. They will. Let's see. I gotta ship it real fast. I gotta be a star seller with my one order. Oh my gosh. Also, I got a P.O. box now. If you want to send me something, no one's watching. But I have a new P.O. box and I'm excited about that. I don't know what the address is though yet. Print label. Does Etsy know that I use a Rolo? I'm not taping it. It's not gonna happen. Let's see what it looks like. That's not right. That's not right. That is not right. Sometimes setting up this Rolo printer with a new website is kind of hard. Why do you look like that? We did it. I'm looking for a peanut butter cookies recipe right now, and it's kind of crazy because the time it takes to make, the first one says 15 minutes, the next one says an hour and 25 minutes, and the second one says 2 hours and 35 minutes. This one says 3 hours and 35 minutes. I want to know what's up with the 3-hour one. I assume it has to like chill, but I am not doing that. Oh no. Recipe says use a name brand peanut butter. The natural brands yield a cookie with a grittier texture and spread too much. I don't think I appreciate their tone. I think they're being a hater for my natural peanut butter. Cover and refrigerate for 2 hours. I'm gonna be asleep in 2 hours. Why do none of these peanut butter cookies have a Hershey Kiss on top? Isn't that like standard procedure? Sally's Baking Addiction. I used their bread recipe, so maybe I would like this. You know, I've never read the reviews on a recipe. I'd like to know what people are saying. 2 stars, way too dry. I used natural peanut butter and followed the recipe exactly. Should have I added some oil to make up for the missing oil? The response from the person who wrote the recipe is so sassy. This recipe is far from dry. If they come out anything other than soft and beautiful, you've done something wrong. Okay. Okay, maybe actually that's not the person who wrote the recipe, that's just someone else. That's someone else who left a 5-star review. Okay, the recipe even says, yes, you can use natural peanut butter. So they're just a little crumblier and they spread out more. And that's fine, I can live with that. Okay, it's been like 24 hours. It is 5:30 the next day. The cookies I made last night, the peanut butter cookies, when I first tried them right out of the oven, they were kind of bad. And I think it was just because of the natural peanut butter situation. Okay, I admit defeat. But I had one today and it was better. They're fine. They're fine. They just aren't as like strong peanut butter flavor, I feel like. When I had some last night, they almost had like a toasted flavor. And I feel like that's the peanuts from the natural peanut butter. Today I'm making maybe 2 more types of cookies. I'm gonna do chocolate chip right now. And then maybe the dough for the sugar cookies, and then I'll bake them on Christmas Eve, fresh for my guests. So I'm making chocolate chip, but the thing is, I don't like chocolate chips in my chocolate chip cookies. I don't know, I like the dough much better than I like the fact that there's chocolate in it. So I'm gonna do half of them, no chocolate chips, just dough, and half of them with like, I have these little tiny chocolate chips. So I think I'll just sprinkle some little chocolate chips in the other half, just in case there's any weirdos that want chocolate chips in their chocolate chip cookies. And the recipe I'm using today is also Sally's Baking Addiction, which I used yesterday for the peanut butter cookies. I trust her now. I trust Sally. She has not led me astray yet. Sally's it is, and I will let you know how they turn out. I won't give you a whole baking montage this time because I edited the first half of my video today. And there's a lot of baking montage, so I'll spare you this time, but I will let you know how they turn out. Okay, I'm a little peeved right now because the dough is done. The oven was preheating. You know, at the top of the list, I swear it said 10-minute prep time, 30-minute bake time or something like that. And they just like don't seem to want to tell you that it needs to chill for 2 to 3 hours. They just like conveniently leave that part out. Okay, fine. So the one that I clicked on says it takes 3.5 hours to make. Okay, but still, come on. Be a little more upfront because I already had the oven preheated and now I gotta wait 2 hours. It's 6 o'clock, so in 2 hours I'll bake them. Whatever. So tonight's the big night of the alleged winter storm. I still didn't fix my eyeliner. I forgot about that. I got an email from my power company or whatever saying power outages can happen because of the wind and stuff. It's like 40 degrees right now and it's supposed to go down to the negatives tonight. It's supposed to be raining and then it's going to be snowing. So that's kind of a nightmare. Everyone keeps saying it's like deadly, it's horrible, it's gonna be crazy, but I don't know. It says it's only supposed to be like a couple inches of snow in total. So maybe it's the ice and the wind and the cold. I wasn't really worried about it, but now everyone's talking about it and that email kind of got me spooked. I don't know, maybe I'm in the minority here. Let me know if anyone else has ever had a thought like this. Maybe this is like morbid and awful, but I wouldn't be opposed to like a blizzard and a power outage. That sounds kind of like adventurous and fun. Like my life is so boring that I will be excited about a power outage and a winter storm. I mean, of course I can say that because if my power goes out, I'll still be safe and taken care of. I know that would be hard on a lot of people, so I'm not like genuinely wishing that things get really bad, but I could go for a little bit of excitement in my life. And I hope everyone stays safe out there, including all the animals that will be outside during this awful weather. Makes me really sad to think about. But I'm charging my phone now and I put in my power bank. One time the power went out in the middle of the night and I woke up immediately because I sleep with my fan on. And so the sound turning off woke me up immediately. I woke up in pitch black silence. I know that's probably how most people in the world sleep, but I have like Christmas lights right there. I don't sleep in pitch black and I don't sleep in silence. Silence is like actually one of my biggest fears, which is so random, but sleeping in silence, oh no. I got so scared. Like that's the most scared I'd ever been because I woke up at like 3 a.m. to silence and darkness. And so I gotta remember to sleep with a candle next to my bed in case it happens again because I'm gonna be so scared. Guys, what are those cookies I made? I followed the recipe exactly. I thought I did a really good job. The dough chilled for like an hour and a half. And they're balls. Like even I cooked them, I overcooked them. Like double the time almost what it was supposed to be. And they did not flatten at all. The chocolate chips are like not melted. It was almost like the oven wasn't on because they weren't changing. They taste really good, but they look ugly. Like, this is the most basic of things to make. Chocolate chip cookie. According to those little charts that show you how to make cookies look different, I think it had too much flour, but I followed the recipe, so I don't know what the problem was. Update on the winter storm. Winter storm. I wasn't too worried about it because it wasn't supposed to snow that much. It was kind of just like cold and wind, and it didn't snow that much, but the wind is insane. It is howling. It would like keep me up at night. My power didn't end up going out. It flickered a few times, but it's all good here. But yesterday it did get down to -32 wind chill, which the only thing I'm worried about with that is my outdoor cat, Pumpernickel. I literally have been losing sleep. I have not slept the past 2 days because I'm just so worried sick about him outside in this weather. And I was waiting all day yesterday at the house to bring him in when he came by, and he never came by. I'm hoping either someone else brought him in or he just has a really good spot that's nice and warm. But as soon as he comes by again, he's coming inside and he's coming to live with me. So hopefully soon he will have no more cold days. I mean, he is bulked up for the winter. Like, he is fuzzy. He was well fed, so I'm sure he's doing okay out there. Yeah, the roads yesterday were awful. I'm about to make sugar cookies and bread. And it's like all this work. There are 3 people coming to my house. Including me, there will be 4 people in my house, and I'm doing all this, like 3 kinds of cookies, fresh bread, decorating, cleaning. 3 people who I see regularly, 3 people who I saw yesterday, 3 people who come to my house pretty often. But like when I'm hosting an event, the pressure is on. Like, it needs to be good. Like, the vibes need to be immaculate, especially for Christmas. Like, that is so high pressure because it just has to have the right Christmas vibes. It has to feel like Christmas, and that responsibility is in my hands. So let me show you the simmer pot I'm making right now. So here's the simmer pot so far. It's not on yet, and this is my 2nd time making one. I think it's mostly just aesthetically pleasing because I keep the heat. I keep the heat pretty low because I don't want it to get too strong because of the cats. I know cats are really sensitive to smell. My whole search history around the holidays is like, is this toxic to cats? Can cats smell this? Can cats eat this? I know there's like most of the things that I like to smell, cats do not like. Like citrus, they don't like. I believe it's not like toxic to them, but they just don't like it. And cinnamon and nutmeg, which are going to be in the simmer pot, are not, they are like mildly toxic. Like, they could upset their stomach if they eat it, which they're not going to be eating it. Cloves seem to be pretty bad, so I'm not going to put any cloves in the simmer pot. It's frustrating that some people here had to be born as cats and ruin it for the rest of us, because I'm a big fan of smells. Incense, burning things, candles, simmer pots, room sprays, and I just like can't do that as much as I would like with cats. I don't know, if you know the safest way to enjoy scents for the cats, let me know. Okay, pine trees are toxic for cats. They may cause liver damage and be fatal. If you wish to have a live tree, choose a fir or a spruce. So fir and spruce aren't pine. That's really up close. I want to do a quick recap on this website of toxic holiday plants for cats. So poinsettias, those are highly toxic. Christmas trees are toxic. Dispose of stray needles from your Christmas tree, no matter what the type, because they're sharp and may be dangerous. Don't let the cat drink the Christmas tree water. Careful of them consuming decorations. Fir and spruce trees are better than pine because pine is toxic. Mistletoe and holly can cause upset stomach or may be life-threatening. Amaryllis is very toxic to dogs and cats. I don't know what that is though. This that I got is a fir, so it's fine. I mean, it's not a pine, so it's not toxic. So how toxic is fir? Because can I put these in the simmer pot? Fir, spruce, and pine trees are generally non-toxic. But we just said pine is toxic. Oh, noble fir is non-toxic to cats. Non-toxic to cats and safe to keep as a Christmas tree or ornamental plant in the garden. It says it can make them sick if they ingest it, but they're not ingesting it. Okay, great. So maybe I'll put like a little bit of this in the simmer pot. There were so many different types of these evergreen bundles at the store. So I'm really glad I just randomly picked the one that's totally non-toxic to cats. Let me know if you know any more about this and like what's the best way to burn scents or enjoy scents in the house that's like not bothersome to cats. So great news. It warmed up. It's only -18 wind chill now. So that's significantly warmer than yesterday. Can you hear how much my car doesn't like this? I have to go to the post office and the grocery store. Because I was about to start making cookies and then I realized I didn't have any eggs. But I had to go out anyway, so whatever. It's the moment of truth. I was waiting for my accolades. I didn't get them.
What do you mean? What accolades? Huh?
For my Christmas party.
I just walked through the door.
I know, I was expecting a compliment.